Hello, my name is Alexandra Bach, and I am here today to discuss the poisonous impact that the internet is having on politics and the rise of personalization on social media websites. What is personalization? According to the Webster Dictionary, personalization is the practice of dynamically tailoring your site to the wants and needs of each user. Many of you are already using this personalization experience when you visit Amazon, Pandora, or Netflix. Political material on social media sites or with online friends are more likely to be personalized to our thinking and actions in the political world by reinforcing our preconceptions on politics while providing us with the easy access to like-minded people. Unfortunately, we are all being negatively impacted through the effect that the internet has on our country. The internet is poisoning politics through providing the ability to personalize what we are viewing on the internet. Based on my concerns for this country, I have indulged in dedicated research on the topic of how the internet is affecting many individuals' views on politics. Based on my research, I have found that the internet is heavily impacting politics and causing people to become more narrow-minded on their views, rather than promoting open-mindedness amongst our country. Through information posted on the internet, from news networks and social media websites such as Facebook, our country's political views are being impacted due to the power the internet holds in today's world. As an increasing number of Americans go online for political news, more than half of the U.S. internet users are wary of the web's influence and view the internet as a catalyst for political extremism. Various broadcasting, newspaper, radio, and internet companies have become interconnected. This is in part due to the Telecommunications Act, which allows for increasing deregulation of all media by allowing the Federal Communications Commission to modify any previous regulations it deems as not in the public interest. News stations such as Fox and MSNBC tend to align their views with the audience who shares similar beliefs. These news stations have a heavy influence via the internet because their ability to connect with their viewers in other ways such as the TV. The inability for many people to be available to tune into their television stations throughout the day promotes these broadcasting networks to resort to creating resources online that serve as a more accessible way to tune into their networking. Fox and MSNBC have websites dedicated to translating the information that they are broadcasting on TV to the internet through creating websites for their viewers to tune into. The internet's ability to communicate allows individuals to visit websites that express their similar political views. Fox and MSNBC serve as examples of networks that depict particular political affiliations. The Pew Research Center conducted a survey that showed results indicating that those with consistently conservative political values are oriented around a single outlet, Fox News, to a much greater degree than those in any other ideological group, nearly half being 47% of those who are consistently conservative name Fox News as their main source of government and political news. Among those who are consistently conservative, nearly 88% trust Fox as a source, which is by far the highest level of trust by any ideological group of any single source. On the other hand, commentators have described MSNBC as having a bias towards left-leaning politics in the Democratic Party. In 2007, a New York Times article stated that MSNBC's primetime lineup is tilting more to the left. Washington Post's media analyst Howard Kurtz has stated that the channel's evening lineup has clearly gravitated to the left in recent years and often seems to regard itself as an antithesis of Fox News. Not only is the media relying on the internet to reach out to their like-minded viewers, another internet sensation known as Facebook is rising in its political influence on the population of our country. According to results from Pew Research Center's Internet and American Life project, Facebook draws about twice as many political news consumers among web users as the aggregation sites Yahoo News or Google News. Facebook has also far surpassed other social media sites such as YouTube and Twitter as a source for news about politics and government. When asking the public on this subject, this poll states that 55% of American web users acknowledge that the internet is responsible for increasing the influence of people with extreme political views. In fact, over half of the web users polled suggested that websites such as Facebook has made it easier to connect with other viewers who share their similar political views. Only 34% of these people said that they use Facebook to seek out new sources of information that open their mind about their political views. Before the creation of the internet, extremist groups would have to fight for newsprint or airtime. Today, those same organizations can speak freely from websites such as Facebook, where accounts are accessible in just a few clicks. Former MoveOn.org executive director Eli Pariser has warned that personalization via sites like Facebook and Google customize the content shown to users based on their browsing activity and other factors. That being said, users will only see what they want to see and not what they need to see. Internet personalization is shielding people from new viewpoints that may conflict with their own. More research was conducted by Pew that shows consistent conservatives are twice as likely as the typical Facebook user to see political opinions on Facebook that are more in line with their own views. Additionally, another unique feature of social media is how the political news you see is impacted by your choice of friends and your past behavior on the site. Each individual sees a different mix of content, depending on who is in their feed, as well as kinds of posts he or she has responded to in the past. So, when it comes to politics, a common question to ask is what is the degree to which people create circles of friends that reflect their own ideological views? While nearly all users get a mix of views, those with stronger ideological tendencies are more likely to surround themselves with like-minded opinions. Assistant Professor of Communications at Ohio State University, Kelly Garrett, states that it is not surprising that people have some apprehension looking at the internet because the internet is clearly changing how we learn about politics. You give people a choice, and you're going to see people tuning out. This personalization stuff is giving us what we want, which is insulating us. People are basing what they want to see on the internet as a source of political news through sources that they can trust, which they are consistently associating this trust with people who hold the same views as they do. The internet is in no way opening people's minds about their political views, because instead of entertaining themselves with other individuals' views and opinions, they are looking for ways to reinforce their own. If we do not stop this, we are only promoting more ideological extremists, which is limiting the growth of our country. The internet is undoubtedly serving our country's population to reinforce our preconceptions on politics due to its easy access to the like-minded, as well as how it is being manipulated through bias in the media. The rise of internet personalization is one of the roots of one of the deepest political issues that we have in this country, as it prevents civic discourse between individuals of separate ideologies, inhibiting compromise and progress. So, I ask you all to think about the negative impact that the internet is having on this country and how we are going to change it in the future. The easy access the internet provides for news stations' political affiliations, as well as social media websites such as Facebook's political impact, is affecting the population of our country through poisoning our politics. Therefore, the rise of personalization, the use of algorithms to filter what you see online, and easy access to the like-minded have served to reinforce our political preconceptions. The rise of social media is acting as a catalyst to undermining civic discourse and narrowing our worldviews, and it must be stopped.